London, a vast city of opportunity, of life, bustle and hustle, attracting people from all over the world to come and visit or to make something of their lives. In this city so seemingly alive, do people also feel and find the happiness that we humans so desperately seek? Even if there is an endless array of opportunities and innovation always going on. In this video, I explore the question deeper of happiness within this city of London. I ask people what their definition of happiness is, what it means to them to be happy. It seems to be a universal goal of us as humans to find happiness. What do you want out of life, you may ask? Often the answer boils down to being happy. People have ideas that making a lot of money or having a wildly successful career to make them famous, having a big house, a Lamborghini, a perfect relationship. But notice all of these things are pretty materialistic. I wanted to explore this question of happiness by going out into the streets of London and asking people themselves what their version of happiness was, rather than pondering on it by myself. What is your definition of happiness as a Londoner?
It puts you a lot of pressure because you see a lot of other people growing in ways where they have connections, but at the same time, the way everyone's walking and running to get to wherever they need to do makes you feel like, oh crap, you're missing out. Or you're not missing out, it's just you're holding yourself back, you know.
So I don't know.
What does happiness look like to you?
I don't know, sitting on my boat, looking at the ducks, drinking a beer, having a good time.
Okay.
Just relaxing, that's my happiness.
Nice.
Yeah.
Just like contentment in that moment.
Yeah.
First time I've ever tried something, oh my god, I'm getting rejected over and over again because people don't want to be filmed, they don't want to answer. It's really hard. I'm learning a new skill, which is how to question people or how to ask strangers a question and to be filmed. I find that the people who are happy within themselves are the people who have answered. The ones that have rejected me over and over again are the people who are I can tell they're not feeling too good.
Less traffic. Rush hour times gone. The London rush is just crazy. It just gets you. London sometimes sucks in its own way.
Alright, so do you think London's a happy place? First answers.
Depends where you go.
Fair point.
A lot of it.
A lot of it, you do think. Okay, great. The first thing that comes to your head when I say the word happiness?
Family.
Children.
Other people.
And what is your definition of happiness?
Feeling free and comfortable.
Do you feel that in London?
No.
You don't?
No.
Oh no.
I used to, but now I would rather live somewhere that feels less busy.
Yeah.
That's great. Thank you so much.
Someone like you who's free and just curious about the world. That's where I get my happiness from, just discovering what it is.
Yes, I love that. I love that answer. Happiness can be statistically measured and analysed in many ways, and it's generally an accumulation of many factors, such as income, anxiety levels, access to nature, life satisfaction, social support, work-life balance, feelings of free will choice, and just so many more. It's not one thing. According to the Office of National Statistics, the happiness and overall well-being of people living in London is actually lower than the rest of the UK, Ireland and Scotland being at the top. These parts of the UK are also typically closer to nature with less densely populated areas. It also ranks the third lowest area in the country for life satisfaction. Could this be because there are higher levels of anxiety or loneliness? 60% of people in outer UK reported seeing family once a week, compared to 44% of Londoners. Could this be because of the immense density of the population compared to other parts of the UK? The UK happiness as a whole is 17th in the world, according to the World Population Review of 2021. And considering the UK is a wealthy country with a higher quality of life than most countries on average, we still aren't in the top 7 countries, which have the Scandinavian pattern of Finland, Denmark, Switzerland, Iceland, Netherlands, Norway, and Sweden. The patterns within these happiest countries that we can see are feelings of community and social support around them, a good work-life balance, with working days typically being shorter than the counterpart countries below them, that being UK as well. A trust within their government means that they trusted their government weren't doing any corrupt actions, as well as good healthcare and college opportunities, which were often free, which meant people felt they had more free will choice without things limiting them. From the accounts of the people I interviewed from across London, and with the data analysed from studies, in my opinion there seems to be London being a generally happy place. However, maybe there are more feelings of people feeling left out or missing out on either a career or in social life. And looking around London, it's quite ordinary to see grumpy faces everywhere you look and people rushing this way and that. But maybe that can't account for someone's overall happiness and contentment. So the question is up for you to decide. I'll leave it up to you.